Welcome to the Growth Through Adversity podcast, where men are forged, not coddled. Here we dive deep into the path of true transformation in pursuit of physical, mental, spiritual, and temporal growth. We talk training, nutrition, business, mindset, and spirituality. We embrace strength and we loathe ease. We reject weakness in every form and cultivate power, the will to power itself. This is the rebirth of modern man. Raw masculinity, tempered by how to stay on course while traveling. And I use 3 core principles to stay on track when I go traveling. Now, I hear about this all the time because it's the summer. Everyone wants to be out traveling. Everybody wants to be out doing their thing. I totally get it. But as I've said before, more people fall off of their fitness journey and never recover during the summer and the holidays. So I'm going to help give you some tools so that you do not become one of those statistics. So number 1 is you've got to simplify this process. So we still want to lean on the 3 core pillars of my program and of really any effective program. And that's going to be training, nutrition, and movement. And movement outside of training is what I'm referring to there. So we've still got to lean on these 3 core pillars. But we also have to understand that it's not going to be like it is when we're in our home territory and we're going to our home gym and we have time and we have our routine and we're not only somewhere for a week and trying to enjoy that time as well. So you're going to have to accept the fact that training and maintaining your fitness journey while traveling is going to look different than it does just normally when you're at home. If you can't accept that, then you're going to fucking fail at this, because that's what gets most people is they can't do exactly what they were doing while at home. So they don't do shit. And that's just like, it's so ridiculous to me, but that's a discussion for another day. So again, we're going to lean on the 3 core pillars here, but we're going to approach all 3 of these very differently. So let's go through them one by one. So number 1, nutrition. We are going to, rather than eat out of a meal plan, because that's not realistic, you're not going to be meal prepping while you're gone. You're going to be going out to restaurants. You're going to be eating more readily available stuff. You're going to be eating stuff that maybe isn't the best for you. And there's going to be a lot possibly more drinking. There's going to be more availability of all the stuff that kind of derails you from your meal plan. And you've also got to enjoy your vacation. So I like to use a system of protein anchoring. So I don't go through and track every single thing I eat. I don't eat from a meal plan while I'm traveling, but I do follow a couple very simple principles. So number 1, I do loosely keep track of my protein and my calories on a daily basis. Now, I will just guesstimate this in MyFitnessPal based on the foods that I've eaten, and I just want to be in the ballpark. I don't want it to be exact. I want to know that I'm getting to my caloric goal within 400 or 500 calories one direction or another. If I'm a little under, if I'm a couple hundred calories under one day and I'm a few hundred calories over the next day, the net balance is going to be fine. And it's going to, and again, I'm focusing on maintenance anytime I'm on a travel. I am not going to maintain a cutting or, well, possibly a bulk, but I'm not going to maintain a cut while I'm traveling, or I'm going to do everything. If I'm not like preparing for a professional fight or something like that, I'm just not going to do it because it's ridiculous. I'll take a calorie break. I'll take a diet break, let my metabolism reset, and go to maintenance while I'm traveling. So the way that we protein anchor is, first, we're going to make sure we get our protein goals. So that's going to be a little bit difficult when we're traveling. So expect to throw 2 whey shakes in every single day. Like, just expect that to be something that you need to do. Just expect that to be something that you need to do. You're going to have to throw some whey shakes in. Then we're going to anchor each meal in protein, hence the name. So each meal should have roughly 50 grams of protein. If you're a female and you're a little bit lighter, 30 grams is fine. For guys close to above 180 pounds, you're going to have to focus on 50 grams of protein each meal. And then to control calories, I'm going to reduce the frequency with which I eat. That's going to give me a little more flexibility to eat the things that I want. But I'm still going to focus each meal around mostly protein. And then I'm probably only going to eat 2 meals a day. I'm going to eat, and only one of those is going to be really big with a ton of carbs and fat. So one meal, I'm basically going to go balls to the wall, eat whatever the fuck I want. The other meal, it's going to be mostly protein. And then I'm going to have some smaller meals of protein throughout the day and some whey shakes. And that's going to put me at or near probably my maintenance calories. Number 2, training. So we're probably not going to be training like we do when we're at home and we're really hitting it hard. But really, again, we're focused on maintaining. We're focused on not losing anything while we're out, right? So focus on maintenance, and it's easy to maintain where you're at with 2 days of lifting a week. If you do an upper body and a lower body day every week, you might not make the fastest progress. You might not put a ton of muscle onto your frame, but you're not really going to lose any muscle if the nutrition's dialed in with it, and it's going to increase your caloric expenditure every week and kind of keep your metabolism running fast and just make you feel better about the whole process. So I do also have bands that I'll travel with in case I can't make it to like find a hotel gym or find a gym wherever I'm at. Then I'll just do body weight and I'll do travel bands. Now these bands are like $15 on Amazon. They range in size from 10 pounds to 50 pounds. They got little handles. You can hit your shoulders, your biceps, your triceps with those, and then you can hit all your bigger muscles with body weight movements like squat, lunges, push-ups. Now, you don't have to be in the gym for 2 fucking hours every day while you're traveling. Like I said, 2 days a week, 3 days a week with 30-minute sessions in the gym is totally ideal. And number 3, movement. So one of the best things you can do while you're on vacation is to ensure, and this is like non-negotiable, like zero excuses, you have got to find a way to get between 10 and 15,000 steps every single day. If you do that, then you don't really got to worry about cardio. You're burning quite a bit more calories. You're going to feel better. You're going to keep your metabolism running fast, and you're going to put yourself in an optimal position. So that one's just got to be non-negotiable. And then like what I like to do is I like to set in physical activity. So rather than do everything like, around population centers and where it's kind of sedentary and you don't really have a lot going on, you can get some of that in. But man, find the trails around there, plan some hikes, plan some walks. Go, if you're going to do like a shopping day in a shopping center, walk around. Don't take cabs everywhere. Like, be as active as you can and really get some harsher terrain and some more difficult paths in, because this is going to serve as your zone 2 and maybe even zone 3 cardio, depending on what type of hard hiking you're doing. So this one's going to be super simple. It's also going to be really enjoyable. You're going to get to see the sights. You're going to get to check out the area while being active and getting your loved ones active. So this is a huge one that is super, super important. So thank you guys so much. If you want results like these right here, then you're going to have to stay active during travel. It's non-negotiable. Like if you're somebody who travels even just a couple times a year, if every time you travel, you fall off and you just kind of quit your program and then it takes you a couple months to get restarted after that, it's going to set you back so far and it's going to cause so many issues with your programming that you're going to get disenfranchised and you're going to get frustrated and you're going to end up quitting or at least falling off, and then it's going to be very difficult to come back. So make sure that you integrate this into your regular travel. And if you guys need help with your fitness journey, go ahead and reach out to me on @TheBeastWithin9 and shoot me a DM and we'll start